Many of my product I get inspiration from the vintage old things, we produced in the past. The things made by craft or by hand has so much depth and so much character.
Hello, my name is MAKASY, and today we have the Visvim Bandana Paisley Liner Coat VT.Bandana item 03231050130004 in a size 1. This is actually a women's piece, but with coat and jacket, they're essentially unisex. This is actually my very first Visvim piece, and I'm very excited. I've started to research into Visvim already, but I'm gonna kick it to overdrive now that I have the item. The main concern from the in-between was the fit. Tried it on the first 5 minutes, fits me amazing. The chest, the shoulder, plenty of room. I'm so glad about that. Not the biggest a fan of the fitted sleeve. I wish they were a bit longer, but overall, I'm simply happy that I can put my arm through this garment. My capital jacket, that's a size 5, and I can barely fit that. I will talk about the fit more in the review. I need some more time. I need to gather more data. Lightweight, I kind of knew it was going to be lightweight because Hiroki, he's a very conscious designer. I knew he would want the warmth to weight ratio to be on the net positive. And with regard to warmness, I'm going to need a few days, but weight wise, don't you want it to be heavier to reflect the $5,000 price tag? Hiroki and the team at Visvim really emphasized the point of white Polish goose down. I don't know what that is yet. I will research into it, but they really emphasize that point, so it must mean something. It must be important. The bandana, it definitely feels vintage. It has this old feel to it. It's very matted. I'm sure Hiroki and the team at Visvim cleaned it, but not too much because they want people to feel the vintageness. In a way, Visvim is very avant-garde. When I think of avant-garde, I think of designers showing us the design process. I love the little knickknacks, a lot of information. I love it. I'm gonna share with you in the next video. Hiroki and the team at Visvim, they put a lot of effort into the fabric, the dyeing technique, and everything in between from the production process. So Riri zipper, I don't understand the hype. Not as good as Rakagni. It's not as smooth, it's already getting stuck. The pull tab, it's very thin. It's not as big as Rakagni, not quite as shiny, but maybe that's by design. Maybe Hiroki and the team wanted to be this matted out. And I did read somewhere about damage process where they probably hammered or something. I can sense empty pockets of spaces where there's no down or not a lot. So it's not looking good. But again, I know that Hiroki and the team wants this to be extremely net positive on the warmth to weight ratio. The pockets, there are 2 exterior pockets and 2 interior pockets. What excites me about this garment is that it's reversible, so the interior pockets will turn into exterior, blah 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 blah. But anyway, reversibility, I love it so much. I love anything that's reversible. It's a 2-in-1 product. The scene on the interior lining is the Battle of Little Big Horns, or as it's known to the Native Americans, the Battle of Greasy Grass. I will find out why the war was fought, who won, the aftermath, and all that. I'm gonna break down every detail. I will try to identify some of the people on these illustrations because Hiroki and the team did so much work in making this product, and I admire Visvim so much for their purposeful design. So I'm gonna do my best to honor them. I'm gonna do my best to shed some lights on these, and I'm also gonna take some high-res photo of these interior lining because for people who want to use as wallpaper or people interested to look at it close up, I don't think that's available yet online. And another detail that many people have pointed out, if you ever noticed, the Native American are painted red and the American soldier are painted blue. And when there's a place that blood is supposed to be, you see red. So that's a cute detail. At the end of the sleeve, there are some cuffs in there. So just great detail in case it gets really cold and you want to make the sleeve smaller. I'm not that excited about the shape of the garment because it's rather pedestrian, but the dye technique so far that I found, the Battle of Little Big Horn, just Hiroki in general, Visvim as a brand in general. I've always been an admirer from the outside, but now I have a reason to look into all these things. So the knowledge that I will accumulate from these research, it will be put towards something, the video coming up in the next few weeks on this channel. So look forward to that. I'm Hiroki, Visvim, the team. You put a lot of effort into your clothes. I'm gonna do my absolute best with my research, the editing, the writing, the scripting, all of it. I'm gonna make sure I honor you the way you should. My name is MAKASY. I will see you next week.